All right, here we are at 12527. I forgot the street name, but fancy street name. Here's the house, and it is on a cul-de-sac. This is a beautiful neighborhood. So we're in full sun right now. You're going to see some harsh shadows. That's just unfortunately how it goes at this time of day. It's also like the surface of the sun here today. But yeah, beautiful cul-de-sac. This is a pretty neighborhood. You're right next to a pipe stem. So there would be, there's a couple houses down there, but this one is not on a pipe stem, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and take a look around the house to see what it looks like. And I'm a little early for my showing, but I don't know that anyone's here. So we might be able to just get right in. But you can see it's got pretty little trees. Those will turn into pretty big trees after a while, but oh my gosh, they have cute little jars in them. How cute is that? Okay, they probably have fairy lights too. This looks like a very cute place. So you can kind of see here. It's got a lot of lines on the front. A lot of interesting architecture going on there. Let's check out the siding. There's the radon system. Electrical boxes and stuff look pretty good. Siding looks like it's in good condition. You can look up there. The soffits look good. This is a big gate that opens double wide, so if you never need work done in the backyard, that's nice. Here is the compressor. Water. All right, so it appears to be fully fenced. This fence is in pretty good condition. Some of these pieces have, seen a little bit of wear, but for the most part, it looks like it's in pretty good condition. This is a beautiful lot. It's more forest than grass. Here's the back of the house. Here's kind of an exit here. And then, so we'll check out how it all works from the inside, of course. But for now, I'll walk on this little path here. So they have one of those kind of ninja ropes up there. So it's kind of cute. We have one in our backyard. Kids love it. And you got a lot of deck situation here, which is lovely. There is a pool fence. Always a good idea to have a pool fence so neighbor kids can't get in. Yeah, so obviously the pool would need to be skimmed. But it is beautiful. It's literally gorgeous. So it's got a lot of landscaping around here. Yeah, so the pool equipment's behind that little fence over there. I don't know anything about pool equipment, so I couldn't really help you with the condition on that. There looks like there's a hot tub situation up there, so it's kind of neat. Some chairs. Yes, it's beautiful. I would almost want to jump in there right now. It is so hot. So here's the exterior. Siding is in good condition. Deck is old. Deck is old, but it's painted brown, so it probably looks worse in the video than it does in person. Sometimes when you paint stuff brown, it just, it doesn't really help with that. But it is sturdy. I'm not feeling any soggy boards or anything like that. So downspouts go there. Hopefully not right into the ground. Hopefully they feed out somewhere else. That's for the home inspector to take a look at. I don't see anything, so they might kind of terminate into the foundation, which of course you don't want. That can be corrected though, no big deal. Over here, yeah, so this is just kind of the exterior. I'm gonna walk around this way because I didn't want to walk kind of over by the pool area. So we're gonna walk out this way and then we'll head inside. All right, just walked in. So here's the front door. And sometimes I do my showings, I kind of walk around the house first to see what it looks like. But I'm going to do this with you because you guys know me. And so we're going to do it live. We're going to discover what this house has totally live. So you walk into a living room, pros and cons on that for sure, but it is a nice living room. And there's not a ton of sun in here, not as much as I would expect. So there's a light, of course, which is great. And this is a good space. So they have the TV kind of staged right here. This is probably the original wood floor here. It does switch a little bit. I'll let you know when it switches back and forth. It's not super orange. It is a little orange. This, a polyurethane of like an oil-based one kind of yellows or oranges over time. That's just kind of part of what it does. So here's the coat closet. Looks nice in here. Okay, and then over here is this extra little, I don't know if this would be the dining room or like an extra, I don't know. We'll find out. So Beautiful skylight up there. Well, it's not really a skylight. I guess it's like another window, a dormer, but it is beautiful, brings in a lot of light. So there's a different floor in here. They're similar in tone. This is a little bit more red. This one's a little bit more the orange yellow. They don't look bad together. They're definitely not the same, but they don't look bad. I think it flows all right. There's the staircase, so you can see the proximity to the door. That's the closet. The door is over there a little bit. So it's not right when you walk in, but it's not far off. So cute little bar here with the glass cabinets. Some sort of stone. This looks like it might be a marble. And in here we get into probably LVP. So there's some marks on it. I'm not sure what happened there. That's the thing with this though, is you can't really repair kind of one piece without ripping up the whole floor. So not a deal breaker. But just, I'm like checking out the condition since you can't see it. So in here we have big fridge, full size fridge, no tablet on it. Your kids will be sad, but it's a good size fridge. So this is probably pantry storage. So these would need a cleaning for sure. People still live here. They need a little bit of a wipe down, but I'm assuming it will be clean before they move out. So cute recessed lighting up here, and then some track lighting. So you have this cool island here. This is a quartz countertop. Got these big drawers. So this could be trash pull out. They use it for grains, it looks like, but definitely would be trash pull out. These are IKEA cabinets. We put these in our kitchen, and I love them. People hate on IKEA, but I'm telling you, they make really nice cabinets. So they have their trash there. Here we have a really nice cooktop, gas cooktop, big exhaust fan. So lots of cabinets here. These, again, right, they would need some cleaning, but don't we all? Here we go, nice big farmhouse sink there. And then here is this kind of cute little bump out. This might have been added later. There you can see the pool from here. So, and here we go. Okay, so this is probably the dining room. So this is neat in here. We've got dining space, fireplace. Here's the French doors, and I think someone's about to walk in, so I might have to pause this for a second. And then, well, that's hard to open. I'll try that a little bit later. But here we go. Fan, kitchen. Hang on a sec. Okay, well, I had to take a break because the people who were here for their showing showed up late, and then I was early, so I left the house. But I'm back. So we have, this living room, cute little TV. Through here, we had, the kitchen, the dining room through here. I think that's where we left off, was the dining room here. And then this door that I couldn't open that goes to the garage, but I don't know if it was like a two-handed door or whatnot. But this is definitely a nice space in here. The tall ceilings are nice. This is not a wood floor. It is, well, I don't know. It looks like a wood floor. It feels like a wood floor, but it looks like it is a vinyl plank style. So maybe engineered wood. I don't know. I wouldn't bet a lot of money on what this floor is. I feel very pulled in different directions. I don't know that they make wood planks. You can kind of see here that this is a big, like, 3-piece plank. I don't know. I mean, they made parquet back in the day, so it could just be that. Or like something similar where they glue the wood together. Anyway, beautiful, bright kitchen here. Very cool space. So here, basement, we'll check that out in a second. And then through here is a bedroom. So it does have exterior access. So, maybe don't give it to a 5-year-old, but window, little closet here. It does have an ensuite bathroom, which is nice. So this is also a guest bath, probably. Yeah, this is an interesting house. So bathtub, jetted tub, fancy, clothesline, tile, subway tile. It's a basic subway tile. It's a little older. It's a little dirty. White grout. It's really hard. You probably know that. It doesn't look gross or anything. Just could use a cleaning. So hexagon tile, super cute. Cabinet. Yeah, it's a cute place. So, and then linen closet down here, which is nice. All right, so the flow is kind of weird. It's a little choppy. It depends on what you like. It does feel a little bit choppy, but if you want division of spaces, then this is great for that. So we're going to go up the stairs here, and they have an interesting style choice where this is finished in a different shade. So it's not ugly, it's just different. Um, and then it's painted like a nice kind of warm white up here. So here we have wood floors upstairs, which is lovely. All right, so this is probably linen closet. Right up the stairs, linen closet. Cool vaulted ceilings in here. You have a closet. The fan is on, which is really nice. Oh, and there's that like, little peekaboo window up there that they have some, some shutters on, and they have some lights installed up there. So that's kind of cool. There might be an outlet. This is cool. Yeah, the slanted ceiling makes it feel a lot more spacious in here. This is great for a kid's bedroom. So here, that is a king size bed, and that's a big, that's an IKEA headboard. They must be fans of IKEA. So here we have a big mirror and dresser here, 2 windows, closets right here. And I think people still live here, so I'm not gonna like really rifle through the closets, but oh, they're mostly moved out. Okay. So these windows overlook the back. So cool kind of sticker thing on the window. Medicine cabinet. There's a lot of mirrors in here. They must really like mirrors because there's like mirrors there and then there's mirrors in here. I mean, mirrors reflect a lot of light, so it could be that. Beautiful shower. So this is very lovely. I'm not sure how you would work all those. I'm guessing 2 are for that shower and then 2 are for that shower. I don't know. It's kind of nice to have both. These might also spray water. I don't know. That's a lot of knobs. So wow. Yeah. Okay. Something for everyone. Tile floor here, the river rock, they're pretty smooth. The grout kind of sinks down in that, so you feel like the texture of the rocks, which, people either really like or they really dislike. I personally like it. I think it's cool. Glossy, big subway tile. So this is a cool bathroom. Not a ton of counter space, but, you do have the medicine cabinet here, medicine cabinet there. So you have some storage space for your, cosmetics and stuff. Okay, so then we have washer and dryer in the hallway, which is super nice. They're too large this wasn't originally where the washer and dryer were. So, the door doesn't fit anymore. You could probably rig something else there, but it looks fine. All right, so this is the hallway bath. Super cute. Yeah, normal toilet. I mean, it's got the cool 2-button flush. Same kind of river rock in the shower. Large format tile, fewer grout lines. Super nice. Highly recommend. Cool glass door. Oh, geez. Okay, well. So, yep. Okay, that would need to be tightened. Not a big deal. Don't tell Sean. Okay, and then there's another bedroom up here. Oh, this is super cute. So attic access from a bedroom. Beautifully painted. You get lots of bright light from these windows. Nice big closet in here. Cute. So obviously like a kid's room, right? Super nice. All right, so the floor looks good. This is that same floor. Most of the house has the same floor. They only changed it, in a couple areas, like in the kitchen with the weird gray LVP, and then in this area here. So I don't know. This probably used to be something else, and then but not a big deal, right? Mostly the floors look really good. They do kind of shift here too. So I think this, yeah, I don't know. This is the same floor as in the entryway. This is the same floor as that addition in there. I don't know. Somebody was making choices with the floors. If you can overlook that. Here we go. Down the stairs. This is an LVP. It's that same gray that's in the kitchen. This is like the gray that everybody put in for like 10 years. But it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Okay, so we come to a fork here. I went to the right, and they have this set up as a workout space, giant couch here, TV here. Here's some storage. Oh, no storage, just kidding. Utilities. Lots of insulation there, which is nice. Water heater. Looks relatively new, not super old. Here's some storage. So closet under the stairs. Ooh, it's a lot cooler down here. And that, that's an egress. So you can get up there in case of fire, which is nice because not everybody puts those in and then you want those in. So over here, so if we were going to go down the stairs, then we'd go left. We would come this way and we see, this like really cute, school project. And then, closet. So lots of built-in wire shelves here. It goes all the way. So it goes past where the doors open, which is nice. So the closet actually went to like here. So you'd have to reach it, of course, but pretty cool. And then this is probably more closet. Okay, so this is just the same closet. Wow, they had someone really into making models. Very neat. So let's see if we can find some more lights. What's in this door? Ooh. Okay. Radon mitigation, always good to have, especially if you have a kid sleeping in the basement, which you may or may not, but if you have kids in the basement, it's good to have radon. So this is just a kind of electrical panel room, and a lot of cables. So they're mostly labeled, which is really nice. We bought a house with no labeled cables, and it was a nightmare. So that will be nice. Some extra gray floor if you wanted to put that somewhere else. Maybe in there, for example. So we have this interesting situation here. So it's like a corner pocket door room. I don't know what this would be for. It wouldn't fit a pool table, sadly. It's an interesting, I've never seen that in a house before. I don't know, they used every foot, so that's cool. You could use that for whatever. So this is probably where the washer and dryer used to be and could return, or you could get one of those units that's just like one, washer and dryer. Those are pretty cool. Or yeah, that's really what all you'd use this for. So that is a washer dryer cabinet. So we'll just keep on going. What's in here? Ooh, a bathroom. Okay, so, okay. Well, this is a really interesting bathroom because you can barely open the door and get in. But once you're in, there is a shower, which is nice. I love this big subway tile. That is really cool. Nice insert there. Standard shower. There is a light in there, which is nice because otherwise it would be dark. Cute little setup here. Toilet. Yeah, this is an oddly shaped bathroom, but it works, especially as a guest bathroom or like a teenager bathroom. They're not very picky. So, all right, so we'll keep going. Maybe this is a light. Oh, yes. All right, here we go. Here's the other side of the furnace. So it's nice that you can access the furnace from, different sides. So if you're having service, this would be great. They did update the bifold doors. So these all look nice. They all glide really smoothly. That used to be a smoke detector. You would want to put a smoke detector back there. And then in here, we have a bedroom. So super cute. It's not huge, but it's, it's definitely bedroom size. Twin bed, dresser, and desk would fit in here. Full bed and either dresser or desk, I would say. Probably not both if you went to a full-size bed. Ceiling fan is killer. And here we go, an egress. So this is a legal code compliant bedroom. If there was a fire, your child could get out. And that is, of course, very important. Oop, that one's a little squeaky, but otherwise, bifold doors are in good shape. So, cool place. Here we go. Let me turn some of these lights off. So we'll go back upstairs. So the basement was kind of crazy, all right? So there's the utility, bedroom behind me. This was the wild bathroom that's like super skinny and long. And then this was a washer and dryer closet that's no more. That's just now a regular closet with a lot of plugs in it. That was the internet closet, like the electrical box closet. Those are two regular closets. This one, I just don't have anything clever for this one. It's very strange, but for the right use, this could be really cool. And it is a unique feature that I haven't seen in a house before. So I feel like you could use this as like a small office or a craft room or command station, or, you could really make that something cool. Staircase up. And then this was the rec room, which is lovely, very large. I'd already turned the lights off, but you could have a pool table here for sure, or, back through here. So this is a great space for the man cave. It does have recessed lighting. It does have fire egress. So cool house.